So I decided that while I'm at it, I may as well make a quick second little tutorial using Google. I will make other tutorials, I guess, later using not Google, but right now let's stick to Google. Sorry, I kind of scratched myself there. So let me share the screen with you again, as well as the sound. So this time I'm going to teach you how to do a classic advanced image search. Now this is a like not a very advanced technique, but it's an advanced image search. Now, you can do a Tina Turner search on Google again. You can go to the images, you get stuff. Obviously, you could put the year, stuff like that. You can go to tools, you can search by size, color, usage rights. It's kind of, I don't really care about that. Type, time, like when it was uploaded. And in this case, the custom range is the best. So if you want to see, well, okay, I want to see when something. Now, the problem is with this thing, you have to click on it like 1,000 times to get to any year. And let's go to, I want to go to 1982, but it's obviously not going to happen because I'm not going to click this. Like, and also Google didn't exist in 1982. Let's go to 2009. Bear with me. We'll click through and let's, maybe 2009 is a bit far away. Let's do 2011. Okay, just for shits and giggles, so to speak. So we'll go to January 2011. Hey, I'm almost already there. Let's go to 2009. Let's go to 2009. Okay, so we got January 2009 from January 1st, 2009 to, again, these search tools could be really much better designed. The thing is, these are not like user-friendly search tools. So now you get images that were uploaded during that time. Okay, but that still isn't much. You'll get a lot of stuff like that we already know. Then you can go to tools, size, large. Well, at least you get high definition images. But this is not what I came here to teach you how to do. That's a very basic thing. Now, go back to the Google homepage and type advanced image search. Okay, I don't know why Google doesn't let you access this on Google, like in the images section anymore. It doesn't though. Now you're back to 1998. Okay, so again, we are in the Stone Age of Google, but you're still searching the entire. And again, there are other search engines. There's Bing, there's Metacrawler, if you're old enough to remember that. You can use all these words or this exact phrase. I really prefer this exact phrase. Here I have Tina Turner written in Japanese. And we just searched for Ebony magazine earlier, so it's there. Let's go with just Tina Turner. It's not case sensitive, so you could have typed it with small t's, doesn't matter. You could add other words if you want, but right now what I want to teach you how to do, and I'm sure a lot of you know how to do this. Okay, it says put the exact phrase in quotes. Now this is new, I haven't seen it say that before, but let's do that. Okay, so, oh yeah, you can also remove, so you can say minus Ike if you want. I'm not going to do that today because I want to do something else, but you could really put a minus sign and then anything you want. Minus Casio watches, comma, minus Ike, minus microphone, whatever. Just separate them by commas, okay? So now here is something interesting. You can go with color, not color, type of image. Obviously you could do face, photo, clip art, blah, blah. What I want to teach you today is go to the image size and work backwards. Go to the last one, 70 megapixels. Now that's a really huge image. I actually highly doubt there will be anything usable, but I do this once in a while and let's see what happens. So here we go. We have 70 megapixel images that probably somewhere on the website there is the word Tina Turner. Like here we have Cynthia Elviro. I probably said her name wrong. Probably the website mentions Tina Turner. That's why we get this. But I didn't think there would be such large pictures. So like I said, work backwards. Go to 40. Click on search again. Okay, we've gotten one. So Cleveland.com apparently has a huge 40 megapixel image of Tina. We also got Harper's Bazaar and, probably, and this wonderful one from the Daily News. So you do start to get more and more images. Now, obviously, you're going to want to click on it. And then sometimes you can right click and click on Open Image in New Tab. In this case, it worked. So we have like an unbelievably high def, although definitely photographed on film, as you obviously know, and then scanned, and it's not as high def as you would think. It's not blurry. This is film grain because it was probably photographed in a pretty dark room. So probably instead of using 100 or 400 film, they used 1600 film. Well, we know who photographed this. This is Peter Lindbergh. But you really have a photo that's really big enough to print. I mean, this is gigantic. Like this is, I can't even find Tina's face anymore. Here's the hair, and here are the eyes. But you can see that when it's close up, there's a lot of grain. Okay, it's not blur, it's different. Plus, it's been scanned, and then you do have some scan. I don't know what these are called, but when you scan something and turn it into, I think it's a JPEG. Let's see. Yeah, it's a JPEG, so it's going to have a lot of compression. You can see like up here, there's kind of like these snake-looking things. That's the JPEG compression. Okay, so that's one thing you can do with that. I could have right-click and saved. Now sometimes you click on the image, you right-click and you open a new window, and sometimes it doesn't work. It's blurry and tiny. So then you're actually going to want to click on the link. And this doesn't always work. Now sometimes these are geolocated and all that kind of stuff. Now it did sort of work. We'll have to double check. So I'm going to right-click, open image in new tab. Most of you obviously know how to do this. It's not as big as it said it would be, but you know what? It's always worth a shot. Now, it's always kind of hit and miss with this. I have these images, so I'm not going to download them. It's always kind of hit and miss. And with these really large images, you tend to get images that were released really recently because a 40 megapixel image is not something that digital cameras could do until probably around 2010. Okay, so we got this one though. I'm going to try this one. It's 6,000 by 7,000 pixels. You do the math. Now again, you're getting a really small version here. Let's click on it. Let's see what happens. You never know. Okay, much better here. Now I have this image, so I'm not going to download it. It's again not as big as they said it would be. That happens. Now what it may be, and I'll show you another trick, is that the image is embedded differently elsewhere in the website. So you can click, now I can't show you my keyboard, but click Control U, and now you go to the page source. Now you're going to want to find out what kind of image it was. Now the original image, it's probably a JPEG, but it could be any of the common image types. Now again, on your keyboard, you're going to want to click Control F. And now let's start with JPEG. And here we go. We got 126 JPEGs. So again, I'm not going to go through all of them, and not all of them are links. But let's go to the first one. You're going to want to search, take that link. Now, this may be nothing. This might not be at all what we want, but let's see what happens. If we paste that, cut and paste that link, or copy and paste that link, okay, we get page not found. That happens. So this is why it takes a long time to go through these archives and to go through these things, because it doesn't always work. Now, another common image type, which is actually much higher quality, is PNG. But PNG is also used for background images on websites. So most likely here, these are not actually good. And you could go with bitmap, BMP, or BPM. I don't know. I'm not a computer expert. I just do this as an amateur. So that's one of the other things you can do. So again, Control U on any page. Obviously on Google, you're not going to get much. You're going to get something like this. And then Control F, and then type JPG. Okay, well, we got one. It doesn't mean you have a JPEG on this page. Well, we do. Probably it's this little red box, for example. Okay, the last thing is you can actually type another word. So, for example, I'm really interested in pre-private dancer. So let me put 1982. So it has to include this word. You can always add a comma, but this is include all of these words, right? Or let me put 83. So it'll have to have both of those. So if you want it to be any of these words, then you go to this line. But let's go with 1982, and let's keep it at 40 megapixels. Advanced search. You get this one. It's obviously not 1982. So again, it's not perfect. So what I usually do, because I find the large images are not the best, I usually stick to around, so larger than 8 megapixels. It's good enough for a computer. And then, okay, again, it's not 1982 everywhere, but this probably is 1982, and I actually have not seen this. So I'm going to try to right-click and open image in a new tab, and there we go. really high quality scan of a newspaper. Now you can see it was obviously printed on a newspaper because we have the dithering, but hey, that's a pretty high quality scan. I'm not going to right click and save as right now because then you see all the files on my desktop. But I'm actually interested to see what's in here and vintage Edmonton. See, actually, I have been to this page. I just haven't downloaded the image. I didn't know it was such a high quality image. And I guess you get the Edmonton concert here. I'll put this link in the tutorial video that I post. Okay, so that's that. I will, for now, I have to get cooking, literally, to cook lunch for my husband. And and then I'm gonna get to my part-time job. I teach English and French, so, and Japanese. Um, I will talk to you guys later.